Hello, I'm Zagone with Northwest Winterfest. I invite you to learn more about the culture of Sweden.
Another Swedish tradition that we have, or a Swedish holiday actually that we have, is MidSummer, and we brought a MidSummer Pole to show you. This is a little miniature replica of the real MidSummer Pole. The real ones are really huge. Again, I don't know exactly how long, it kind of depends on which town you're in, but they could probably be about 30 feet tall, from bottom to the top, about 30 feet tall. And each town has their own MidSummer Pole. And on MidSummer, you meet together at the town square or at an event center, and you dance around it. So you have musicians playing songs, and then you dance, you hold hands, and you dance different kinds of funny songs about little frogs and other things that we have funny songs about. And MidSummer is another holiday where we have a lot of special foods. Like we've talked about, the pickled herring, we have that at MidSummer too. We talked about the salmon. So a lot of the Christmas foods we eat at MidSummer as well. And with our lodge, we always have a big smorgasbord at Christmas and at MidSummer. So we dance around the maypole with our lodge, and then we eat all the delicious foods as well.
Yeah.
What else can we say about MidSummer?
Yeah. Where I was growing up, it was kind of like a little bit out in the countryside. We would always, the whole neighborhood and everyone would meet up, and we would dress the pole, which means we would bring birch strands and kind of tie around it, and then we'd pick flowers that would poke in it and then rise it up. Like the ones we had where I grew up, it was kind of traditional, or it's similar to this one with the two kind of rings hanging on it, then rise it up and dance around. And in most places too in Sweden, during the day, all the kids and old people are there, and we're dancing around, doing the kids songs. And then people usually go home, and then in the evening, it's more like an adult event where it's maybe live music and you dance and kind of party or hang out all night.
Another thing that we do at MidSummer that has to do with flowers and birch is we make wreaths that we put on our head, around our hair. So you make a wreath for your hair out of birch, birch leaves, and then you also put flowers in it, and it can be any kind of spring or summer flowers that you can find around your garden. And then all the girls run around with flowers in their hair all MidSummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was going to talk about another drink that we have in Sweden that we drink a lot of, both for Christmas and MidSummer and all the holidays and weekends and whenever. So it's kind of like a aquavit, a vodka that is spiced with different herbs. The most common one might be Skåne, which kind of reference the southern part of Sweden. And you drink it kind of like a little schnapps. So you drink it straight up like in a little shot glass kind of thing, a schnapps. And in Sweden we like to accompany our schnapps with a little song. And the most common one is probably Helan går, which or I would say everyone who's ever been to Sweden or are Swedish know or have heard of. So I'm gonna spare you the song because I'm not a very good singer. But.
Another interesting thing about MidSummer is that when that happens, at the end of June in Sweden, it barely gets dark at night. So depending on where in Sweden you are, because Sweden is a very long country. Sweden is about the size of California, so it's a very long country. And if you're in the southern part or the northern part, the light is going to be different. But in the summertime, the sun barely sets. If you're in the north part of Sweden, the sun actually never sets. So, you go to bed at midnight and it's still light outside, so you need blackout shades to be able to sleep in the summertime. But that's one of the cool things about MidSummer.
And I don't think we mentioned, the origin of MidSummer was originally to celebrate, the longest day of the year. So it's the summer solstice, where you can be up all night and you don't have to bring a headlight. You just, enjoy the daylight. More or less, depending on where you're at, as Annica said.
Thank you so much for letting us share our culture with you. If you'd like to look us up on Facebook, it's Vaso North Star 145. Thank you.